What's up there guys, and welcome to a brand new video on 414 Anime. In today's video, 10 facts about C2 from Code Geass. C2, the one who gave Lelouch his Geass powers and ultimately became his second in command, is easily one of the most popular characters from the show, and it's easy to see why. But before I get into the facts, if you enjoyed this video, let me know by smashing that like button. Let's see if we can hit 100 likes on this video. So with that being said, here are the facts. C2 is not her real name. She unintentionally reveals her real name to Lelouch in her sleep, but this is muted so the viewers cannot hear it. During the planning stages of Code Geass, C2's name was originally intended to be Sierra, but this was later dropped. However, sometimes they do refer to her as Cecile. Some of the nicknames that she went under throughout the show was Immortal Witch, Pizza Girl, Zero's Woman, Zero's Mistress, Witch of Britannia. This was in the Nightmare of Nanali manga only. Her date of birth was on July the 26th. And as for C2's appearance, she has long, almost waist-length light green hair and has golden eyes. She is of average height, about 5'6", being approximately as tall as Colin. C2's English voice actress is Kate Higgins, who is most known as portraying other female leads such as Sakura Haruno from Naruto and Saber from the Fate Stay Night series. C2, like one of her nicknames suggests, is an immortal witch, neither suffering from age nor capable of being killed by conventional means. Something that of course through the years has grown consistently tired of, leading to her one true wish being her death. She has been through a lot, so much that it's crazy. She has been shot fatally a number of times, been crushed by water pressure, burned at the stake, beheaded by the guillotine, placed in an Iron Maiden, and stabbed by spears, all of which she's recovered from. No wonder you'd just want to give up after all that. But this would suggest that C2 has a minimum lifespan of at least 5 centuries. But as well as going through all that, she has also seen and done a lot. It was revealed that she was known as the Witch of Britannia, and was rival and foe of Joan of Arc, who was known as the Witch of Orleans. It's during these meetings that C2 received her scar. Also, during the 100 Years' War, she actually served under Henry VI on the English side, in the same role as Joan leading the French side. And in a special feature included in the series' 5th DVD, she and Lelouch discuss Washington's Rebellion, a failed version of the American Revolution, during which she speaks of participants such as George Washington and Benjamin Franklin as if she had been close friends with them. Also, in the past, she appears to have observed Suzaku and Lelouch when they were both children, having even interacted with Lelouch at one point, though he doesn't remember their meeting. When in close proximity to another person, C2 can hit them with hallucinatory experiences using chaotic and ominous images. Using the memories of the person involved, this content varies with the afflicted. This has happened by physical contact, either direct or via nightmare frame. Suzaku was shown images of his father, who he murdered, as well as parts of C2's memories, driving him into a panic. Another instance is when Anya is shown images of Lelouch's childhood, causing her to freeze in wonder until contact was severed. It does tend to activate involuntarily at certain points, such as when Lelouch's Geass becomes permanently active. The effect of this is described as a merging of consciousness. As well as this, C2 has many other traits. She is a capable leader, she has been able to rescue Lelouch from multiple Britannian traps, handle firearms with some proficiency, and seems to be a skilled unarmed fighter as well. She is also an accomplished nightmare pilot, able to pilot both standard nightmare frames as well as co-pilot the Gawain with Lelouch. In the 29th Anime Grand Prix, she was awarded 3rd place for most popular female character. Following this, she was chosen in 2007 and 2008 as the most popular female character for the same award. Before becoming immortal, C2's Geass was contracted with a nun during what looked like medieval times, granting her the power to be loved, which allowed her to make anyone around her fall in love with her. She originally started with a Geass symbol in her left eye, but as she matured, she eventually developed another in her right, just like Lelouch, implying that she, once again just like Lelouch, became unable to control it, causing everyone around her to fall in love with her. After C2 had become bored by the stagnant society around her, the nun who had bound the Geass contract to her shifted her immortality into C2, as signified the Geass sigil on her forehead becoming red when activated. The nun of course died in this process, and as part of the exchange, C2 became immune to the effects of Geass, while losing her original power. C2 of course has the ability to bestow people with the power of Geass, which takes shape differently in each person but generally carries the ability to affect the minds of those it's used on in some way. A Geass sigil appears on her forehead whenever she uses this power, and she has a similar scar on her left breast. This scar correlates with the wound she received when she was attacked by the nun that gave her the code, and is likely the wound that killed her the first time. Her powers then caught the interest of Britannia, who imprisoned her for experimentation purposes. Her power also allows her to detect people who are connected to Geass, and people who are important to them. With this she can detect the location of her own contractors even at a distance, allowing her to also confirm who possesses Geass power and who doesn't, regardless of who granted it. As an example, C2 could detect that Nonali was on Kamine Island because she is the centre of Lelouch's life. In the first season, C2 wears the outfit we first saw her in, which was the white straitjacket the Britannian Empire used to restrain her during her time as a test subject. These suits contain many means of restraint, including various straps and zippers, and a high collar capable of gagging the wearer. And according to the audio drama, the reason for C2's use of the jacket is because she feels she is not free, like a slave to her immunity. She is seen wearing it throughout most of the first season and the end of the second season, much to the disliking of Lelouch. This changes, however, in R2, as C2's main outfit is her Black Knight's uniform, which is noticeably different from those of the other Black Knights. Since Lelouch's Zero outfit is based on the King piece, the Queen was modelled on his partner C2. It's basically a female version of Zero's uniform, considering that both Zero or Lelouch and C2 are accomplices and equals. C2 expresses very little emotion throughout most of each season, however she does express some emotions later in the first season and at several points in the second, while in the presence of Lelouch. This is because of the great affection she develops for him over their time together. When she locks her memories away, she regresses to how she was hundreds of years ago, fearful and open. However, when she regains her memories, her personality reverts back to how we know it. And finally, C2 is obsessed with pizza, especially Pizza Hut's cheese cone, which obviously was the sponsor of Code Geass in Japan. She constantly orders pizza to Lelouch's house using his credit card, much to his dislike. This is of course often used for comedic effect. Her love for pizza is actually so strong that she is willing to risk herself being captured, in fact twice nearly exposing herself to get a piece of the giant pizza that was made by the student council, which was ruined both times to C2's despair. Both Lelouch and Colin sometimes refer to her as Pizza Girl. In addition to this, she is an avid collector of cheese cone related merchandises and is often seen hugging a giant cheese cone plush doll. But thanks for watching, guys. This was my video 10 facts about C2 from Code Geass. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something cool about C2. If you have any facts that I missed on this video, feel free to post them in the comment section below for everyone to see. And don't forget to check out the playlist below if you want to see any of my previous anime fact videos. If you enjoyed this video, let me know by smashing that like button and of course sharing this video with a friend that's into Code Geass, as it really does help my channel grow. If you're new here and you'd like to see more fact videos like this one, or you're interested in the other content that I make, hit the subscribe button so you can stay up to date with all of my future releases. You can also connect with me on social media. The links to my Facebook, Twitter and Instagram are on the screen now, so if you want to follow me on those platforms, you can. Thanks again for watching, guys. I will see you in the next video. Take care.
Lelouch v. Britannia commands you.